Also working to learn more details about an apparent murder-suicide that left a Providence police officer and his wife dead.
Police say Franklin Osgood killed his wife at their home in the Elmira section of the city and then later took his own life in New Jersey. Eyewitness News reporter Brian Yakuto is live in our newsroom with new details about the victim.
Well, good morning. We've been tracking the developments in this story for you since Saturday night now. New this morning, a statement from the victim's family about MaryJo Osgood. They write the following. MJ, as she was affectionately known, was the 7th child and 6th daughter. Growing up in Barrington and graduated from Barrington High School, she enrolled in the U.S. Army. She worked at various law firms in Providence. They go on to write she is survived by 4 adult children and 2 grandsons. Now, MaryJo was found in the trunk of her husband's car along the New Jersey Turnpike. Her family sharing these photos of her now. Providence police believe MaryJo was shot and killed in the garage of the house she shared with her husband, former Providence police officer Franklin Osgood. That's where we saw investigators working late Saturday night. Franklin then drove south with her in the trunk. He was on the phone at times with a friend on the force.
He kept shutting his phone off and not indicating his location, and then would call again and have a decent conversation with the officer and indicate his location as well. We were working on cellular forensic data to back up what he told us verbally.
We've also learned New Jersey police tried stopping that vehicle. Osgood reportedly took off, crashing into a barrier and then using a gun to take his own life. Coming up in our next half hour this morning, we're breaking down more of the timeline of events as we've learned them between what happened Friday and Saturday. That's coming up at 6:30. In the newsroom, Brian Yakuto, Eyewitness News.
I want to bring you new details now on a murder-suicide case where the wife of a Providence police officer was found dead after he took his own life on the Jersey Turnpike.
As police look for a motive, we're taking a closer look at how this investigation unfolded. Eyewitness News reporter Brian Yakuto live in our newsroom now with more. Well, good morning. At 6 o'clock, I shared with you that new statement this morning from the victim's family. Now we are breaking down more of the timeline of the events that unfolded between Friday and Saturday. Police say it is likely at this point that MaryJo Osgood was shot Friday in the garage of their Eaton Street home in Providence. Family last saw Mr. and Mrs. Osgood Friday morning. Then one of their children received a call from Franklin Osgood Saturday afternoon, and that's what prompted the widespread search. But by that time, Franklin Osgood, with his wife's body in the trunk, we've learned, was several states away.
By 2:40 p.m., he had spoken to another one of his children and really expressed his sorrow and sympathy for what he had done, and had expressed every intent to harm himself. What leads someone to this level of anger and violence with your wife, your loved one, who knows?
We know Franklin Osgood joined the Providence Police Department in 1995. He was then in a pension disability disagreement and a lawsuit between 2002 and 2007 when he officially left the department. In the newsroom, Brian Yakuto, Eyewitness News.